Hi, today we're going to talk about these lights that we use in our tutu creations, and they're called party lights, lantern lights. They've also been called balloon lights. Basically, these little lights here, we utilize these to put on our tutus, especially this specific kind, because it's got a plastic casing and it's lightweight. And you never want to add too much weight to your tutus, you know, because first off, it's uncomfortable. Second off, you won't get that fluff that you're going for, usually when somebody wears a tutu. Okay, so one of the issues that we ran into is that these are small and they can run crazy amounts of money depending on how many you need. I've seen them all the way from $3 a piece, $5 a piece to, you know, just astronomical amounts of money. And if you're using these for a party event, you're going to need a lot of them. Even for our tutus, we add, you know, more than two. We add a good amount. It's just based on the customization level that you ask for. So do your research on them, but you can, like I said, you can use party lights, LED lights, battery powered lights in your keyword search, balloon lights, mini lights, anything like that. That should help you in your search for this style light. Now, we were fortunate to run across a business that will sell to us in wholesale, but because these are plastic and then it's got a few metal pieces, and I'm going to see if you can see that, you run into an issue sometimes, and that's that they won't turn on. Okay, and it's not like the manufacturer's trying to send it to you, or the seller's trying to send it to you not working, because that's just a lot of trouble for them as well. If they're a good seller, they want you to come back and be a repeat customer. So, for example, I received one of my packages, and it had about 20 of them out of 100 that just would not work. So I contacted the seller, and I get mine internationally, so you know it's going to take a while to ship and the back and forth. And so he sent me a diagram on how to repair them, or to see if any component was out, you know, out of sync or whatnot. And what I did was I tried to repair myself, and this person was amazing. He said point blank, and I'll see if I can get his link for you. If you can't fix them, or you don't, even if you don't want to fix them, I will replace them for you, and you don't have to send them back, because like I said, I bought them internationally. It would cost more to send them back than it would for the actual product price. Anyway, so I took it apart, and this is what it looks like apart. Okay, there's your plastic casings. You've got your batteries in there, your metal piece that connects, that touches both battery and the light, the wires on the light bulb, the LED light. And then you combine it all, and it's got this little on and off switch, which I think I dropped that. A small on and off switch right here. See if you can see that. I put a dab of white glue just so you can see it. Anyway, you put it together, and it's got the on and off, and these are reusable. So if what happens in shipping basically is that sometimes it gets jarred, and the metal or the battery, or even the light, you know, kind of gets just a touch out of whack, and you can bang it and it'll work, or you open it up and then you just kind of press down. It just depends on what the issue is. So I've got this one open for you, and I left the pieces in. You know, I left the metal piece, the batteries, and the light in. And then here's the casing, and then there's the on-off switch. Okay, so you've seen that, and I'm going to show you how to open it up real easy, excuse me. Okay, all you do is you pinch it together. You hear that? And you gently pinch it. You don't want to break anything. And I have long nails, so I'm able to use my nail to pull it apart gently. But you could probably do that even if you have to use a butter knife. Just be real careful. And the plastic's pretty sturdy. So I've got it opened up, and I've got all my pieces in my hand. Make sure you have an area that you can work in if you drop them, because these are little pieces and it's a pain in the butt to find. Okay, so I'm going to put that down for right now. And all you need to repair this is some tweezers, okay, or some type of thin object that you can use and push things around in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to check is I'm going to see if the battery, well, I'm sorry, I've already done that. But the first thing that I would have done before I opened it was I would, tap it gently on a surface and see if it would turn on. The second thing I would do is if it still didn't turn on, I try to press the off from off to on and press down. And if it's pressing down and you see the light turn on, flicker on, then that means that the batteries are good and that there is an issue with the metal connecting with either the battery or that wire that comes out of the LED bulb. Okay, so then you'll have to go ahead and open it up. Another thing, if you're using metal tweezers, you can make sure that your battery works before you start going to all these depths by simply, let me see if I can do this for you, pressing it. I press this one, and I know it's touching everything. I know it's touching the battery, and I know it's touching the metal, and it's still not working. So that may very well mean that it is the batteries that are out of whack. Now in that case, I would contact my seller and say, hey, you sent me some, and you said batteries were included. So this one I'll put aside and double check that. Okay, let's see. I've done all my checking. Now this one, I'm going to press. And what I was trying to say about the metal tweezers, if you're using a metal tweezer, you can actually push that tweezer. Okay, you can push it, and it should turn the light on if if it's just a connection problem. Okay. See how I told you real fast, how I told you that you press down, if it won't turn on for you, but if you press down it does, it's not your battery, so it's got to be the connection, the way it connects. So, alright. So let me move this out of the way so you can see exactly what I'm working on. There's that. I'm going to put my batteries, I'm going to put the metal piece in, which mine is still in. See, that's the metal piece. And what it does is it's sort of like a crescent shape almost, and you put it in the casing area where you're going to put the batteries. That's a case. That's where it's encased, and then it's going to wrap around to the other side, and that's where your on and off switch are going to be. So I'm going to put the batteries in. The light bulb is still in. If the light bulb wasn't in, all you would do was make sure one wire is in where the batteries are going to be, and one where the metal piece is. Okay, so let's put these batteries in. I always have a hard time with these little bitty things because of my nails. Make sure they're in there firmly, and before you start closing anything up, make sure you've got everything that's going to be together. Look at that. See? So we've got the batteries in. Now, the problem that we had, if you'll remember, is that you could press down and it would turn on. But if you just turn the on switch on to the on position, the on-off switch to the on position, it wouldn't work. So that tells me again that it is the wire. And what wire it is I know that the battery is connected because when I press it, the light comes on. And what I was trying to say about, for the fifth time, I'm sorry, I'll get it right this time. If you have metal tweezers, it'll turn on, and that shows you that the battery works. And that's just me touching the metal LED and battery. That, how it makes a circuit. And that's how I know that the batteries have nothing to do with the issue. Okay, so I've pressed, and I'm pulling the wire that's connected to the battery, I'm pulling that up. I'm pulling that up a little away from the plastic. so it's easier for this metal piece to touch it. Okay, so that's all I did, and I made sure the batteries were in, and I made sure that it worked, that the batteries were operational. So everything will touch. Okay, take your casing, alright, or drop it like I did. Take your casing and put it together without having it click together. Okay, that will make it easier for you to put that on-off switch in there. Just put it together, put that on-off switch in there gently. Now snap it together. Hold on. Now snap it. See? And that's a lot easier than you trying to put them all together, because this on-off switch is completely different. I mean, is a separate piece. It's not all connected. So if you match the pieces together and then put that on-off switch in the middle of that hole and then gently snap it together, it'll be so much easier. Because trust me, I tried it the other way where, you know, I put all the pieces together and then try to put it in. I kept dropping the on-off switch, and it's just a big mess. Well, we fixed it. See? Very easily. This one is actually one of our, they call them RBGs, and they're the flashing lights that change colors. I love these. And if you're interested in anything like this, I'll try to see if I can find the link for you again, or you can check out our Etsy store, Naomi Inspired. We also have findings for any jewelry type work that you need to do, or jewelry, at our cjandsons at ebid.net. So all of our link addresses are on our Google One page and on our Facebook page, CJ & Sons Presents Naomi Inspired. If you liked our video, please subscribe. We really could use your support. And y'all have a great day.